There's only now. It's when your mind is taking you to all kinds of unpleasant places, you come back that there's only this moment. There's only this. And the now, of course, is the opening into the vertical dimension. So you become aware of the present. Whenever suffering arises, you don't want to manifest suffering, but millions of people on a daily basis continuously manifest suffering. But you don't want to. So the beginning of an awakening is the realization that you are manifesting suffering. Of course, that's already an awakening there, because if you're very unconscious, the blame for all your suffering is always elsewhere. It's never in your own mind. When you're very unconscious, other people, the world situation, fate, God, destiny, your karma, your parents, the unjust system, whatever, all kinds of things, they're all to blame. They cause your suffering. And you haven't realized that you are manifesting. Your mind ultimately is manifesting. And in fact, if you tell this to a person who is not ready to hear that, they will get very angry. Very angry. So, but that realization, your mind, the unconscious mind, manifests suffering. And when you discover that ultimately the suffering arises in your mind, because your mind reacts to things, your mind creates a narrative that makes you unhappy. Not the situation, but the narrative that your mind creates around the situation makes you unhappy. When you discover that, that's the first stage of the awakening is, and at that moment, that's an amazing discovery that virtually all your suffering is created by your mind. Amazing. And then you realize you don't want to manifest that anymore. And then you want to manifest something else. But first, before you manifest something else, you need to stop manifesting suffering. And a good way is bringing your attention into the present moment. This, what is my problem now? Nothing. What's wrong with this moment? This moment is as it is. What's the problem? So bring your attention to now. Whenever you feel unhappiness arising, look at your mind and bring attention to the present moment, which always means the externals of the present moment. That's a manifested dimension of the present moment. And then the essence of the now, which is consciousness, awareness, presence. And so that's how you stop manifesting suffering. And then you can, if you want to manifest other things from once you have the foundation, which is the being, then you begin to work on the two levels. So you reconcile the two, the being and the doing in your life. And that's your purpose. And you will not always succeed. Usually you fall back into losing yourself in doing. And then you suffer. And this unhappiness that arises you can then use as a very helpful way of telling you've lost yourself, you've lost the present moment. And once you know that, you can come back. So let's leave it at that.